We have been understanding how to celebrate the entire life. Celebration has permanent elements of peace, happiness, love, and wisdom. Until now, we have understood there are three powers of the mind. Janati, Ichhati, Karoti. Knowledge, desire, and action. But they have to be right. So, how to understand what is right and wrong? Based on the principles of the Eastern wisdom, that is right and good for everyone. But that right and good is veiled by the mind that is governing our life with the likes and dislikes. So we have, because of incomplete knowledge leads to the wrong desire or the binding desire, and the binding desire leads to wrong action in my life. So, what exactly is the entire life? How the entire life is to be lived so that we continue to grow and evolve into a new human being. In Eastern wisdom, in yoga, in tantra, in kundalini, we always talk there is a new birth. So in the previous talk, we understand that it is the vasanas, the past impression, it reshapes my attitude, my personality, my anxiety, my hesitation. When you say I'm fully busy and stressed, I cannot get. Possibly it is coming from the past impression. So, how to bring about an orientation, a change? There are 5 factors. First factor is the group of practices known as sadhana. And the literal meaning of the sadhana, any sadhana, whether you're doing mindfulness or meditation or kundalini, or you are taking a single step in the direction of celebration of the life. Sadhana simply means going away from what is not desired and approaching near to what is desired. What is desired? Peace and happiness, love in the wisdom. Clear? And what is not desired? Anger, anxiety, hesitation, duality, and a conflict. But when you start doing the practices, and especially when you follow these steps, the mind will resist and react. The mind will put the reason that how it is possible. So that mind needs to be changed. Means for doing any practice, I need to be qualified. I need to become a seeker. So that is the second part. First is the sadhana, the practices. Second is that I must become a seeker, like simple thing. To drive a car, I need to pass the examination, written and the practical. And then I get a driving license. So I have the skill set and I know the rules of the road to drive safely. Similarly, we should be educated. We should educate the mind to become a seeker, the qualified seeker. Third point, where is the goal? So keep the goal the highest. Let me know my true nature. If you keep the small goal, let me relax. Any practice will help you relax. But after some time, the relaxation disappears. But if you keep your goal the highest, let me know my true nature, and I have understood my true nature is full of peace and happiness. That becomes the subject matter, and that is known as, you can say, the Sadhya, the goal. So what happens when I know my true nature? End of suffering and awakening to inner peace and happiness. So when that is the result comes into my life, I start celebrating my life. You might have heard a lot about the word sadhu. Loosely means what? Loosely means monk, wearing orange-colored clothes. Wearing orange-colored clothes, putting a lot of .com here. So that is one understanding about sadhu. Our oldest text is Rig Veda. That defines sadhu to go straight to the goal. Mind is clear. The intellect is full of wisdom. And that intellect is guiding the mind to go straight to the goal. And what is the goal? To awaken to my true nature, to peace and happiness. That is the real meaning of the sadhu. So we have 5 things. The sadhana, the group of practices. Don't start jumping into those practices. Oh, this mantra is very powerful. No, you make the mantra powerful. So if you are a qualified seeker, that becomes the second step. Third step is the sadhya. What is the goal? Fourth is siddha, result. And fifth is the sadhu. Is your mind going straight to the goal when you wake up in the morning? Or your mind starts having likes and dislikes, hesitation and anxiety, and have unusual relationship with the people outside? It means straight to the goal is not there. You're not a sadhu. So when you have a clarity of these 4 aspects, that you are a qualified seeker, you know what is sadhana, you know what is the goal, and you know what will be the result that you have kept in your mind. So when you have a clarity of understanding of these 4, you become a sadhu. And the sadhu always succeeds. That is the beautiful journey. That makes the entire life a celebration. So we all will be walking together, that what are those elements and the practices and the steps that helps us to make our entire life a celebration. Understand, we celebrate an event. It gives me pleasure. We forget that event and the pleasure is also gone. And we continue to celebrate that event every year. What about if we celebrate the life and make our entire life a celebration? Out of that celebration, peace and happiness. Let us celebrate an event. So you are expressing that inner peace and happiness in that celebration, whether it is birthday or marriage anniversary or anything. Normally what happens? Now I have a lot of stress, but anyhow, my honey's birthday is there, so let me think of buying a gift, and then let me celebrate, and then I will sleep. You're not celebrating from inside. We are going to learn all those things. Be in peace and keep smiling.